Welcome to another episode of Catchup, and today we're with Crispin Mitchell. How you doing, man?
I'm doing excellent.
So we are here at MSLU. Before we even begin into your personal interview, I want you to tell us about MSLU and why you and Donald are so passionate about this thing.
The MSLU is the abbreviation. MSLU just means Manning School Link Up. Okay, and what we try to do is, it doesn't matter what era or what year or time you went to Manning's, we just try to bring people together. But our focus is really on sports. We're trying to bring back some level of competition as far as Manning's is concerned, because when we used to compete,
yes,
our track team, we made it, the boys made it, we came 12 in the boys and girls champs, and the females, they came 8th, and ever since we left Manning's, we've been steadily going down, declining.
Yes.
So and you know, we've watched the school deteriorate over the years, and we just want to, we have a passion now to not let our school go down. So Donald's baby was just to start as a picnic,
yes,
and now the vision now moving forward is to give back. So officially, we'll be registered officially, and we'll be a non-for-profit organization. And then moving from there, we don't want to solicit funds, but we're open for donations. And each monies that we get, we will be very transparent, and we'll have accountability.
I like the fact that you want tangible results.
Yes.
That people can see where their monies are going.
Right.
Clearly. No ambiguity there.
You know, let me pick up the New York chapter. Let me tell you something. You see the Manning School New York chapter?
Yes.
I applaud them. I'm proud of them. I don't know most of the members. I know a few. But they are doing wonderful work, and hopefully later on we can work with them,
collaborate,
and we can collaborate. And what we want to mainly focus on also, talent. A lot of kids come to school with talent, some raw talent, some undiscovered talent, and you know, sometimes we don't as teachers or faculty recognize these talents, and it just goes wasted, and you know, the kids graduate. So we want to see if we can identify and cultivate and grow, man, because we don't want to do this for just Manning's alone. You understand? We want to do this as a community.
Yes.
Petersfield, Grange Hill, anybody. We want to be a big global thing. Last year we had over 600 people here. You understand?
Yes.
And we come here and we have fun. We go back to childhood games. We reminisce. We do all kinds of stuff. Our thing is to bring people together. Bring old friends back together. People who never used to chat at Malice in high school.
I know, right?
We bring them back together.
Yeah.
Shout outs to some people who are, you know, they can't come, and we want to remember those who have passed away, because we're finding out that as we age, a lot of us have ailments. Some we don't know of, and sometimes it just happens just like that.
I know.
And if we can keep the camaraderie of friendship, family, and fun, watch our kids grow up.
Yes.
You understand me? And have a beautiful reunion and fellowship. You know, that's our goal. Keep the smiles coming, keep the laughter coming. Hopefully today everybody can go with a belly full of laugh. Oh my gosh, you know?
We will.
And I will try to participate in some of the fun games, but the one game I really want to play today
is what?
Boys, girls.
Look here, I'm gonna like the game because I can't spell.
Look here.
And I'm going to going that game.
About spelling, but sometimes people come up with some things where it's just impossible.
Clear our words. Clear the words. And she's so confident with her words. She's so clear, not the gossip. Not the name so clear.
You're missing it if you're not here today. Okay? If you're not here today, you're missing out.
Look here, more one maths game. I'm tired of boys, girls, animal places now.
Yes, dear. Yes,
all right. So get us caught up, Crispin, from you graduated from high school for us, and just a 30-second high-level overview from Manning's to now, where you've been now.
All right. I'm going to break it down like most people do. Most of us that graduated Mannings. We basically left not knowing what we wanted to do. Some of us knew, but we didn't have the capital, the finance, or the vehicle to move us from one place to the next. I was one of those people persons who knew what I wanted to do. I was very much involved in architecture after I left Mannings, and you know, more to the construction side. I had a passion for that. But at the same time, I wanted to go into aviation, so I wanted to be a pilot. So I started going to aviation school, and I started doing a few things. We started, a friend of mine, Francine Bernard, we went to Montego Bay, and we started doing what we thought was a lucrative career, only to find out that the day we went to do our exams, there were chains on the doors, and it was all a big scam. So that kind of let the air out of the balloon, and we had to start over. By then, I was working at the sugar company in Jamaica. I did about 7 years there. It was a university within itself. I learned a lot. I worked in the accounts department, the lab, processing of sugarcane, sucrose, sugar. You know, I could go to the whole thing, but this is not the medium. I had a very sick mother, and she was epileptic. Unfortunately, she passed away. But I focused on the time where I was working at the sugar company to, you know, take care of her finances and medical bills. Unfortunately, she passed away in '97, five days before my first child was born. So I had the death of my mother, the birth of my child, and no direction. Wow. It was stressful. I used to travel back and forth to the Bahamas. I had friends and family there. Gave me a good, you know, background to build on what I had back then. I changed gears, came to the United States, stayed in Florida, worked for a while, went back to college, did 2.5 years in Maryland, Essex Community College, fell through financially again.
Nice.
Ran into some family issues, went to New Jersey, started all over again, went to college again, did a year, still trying to get that associates out under my belt. Had to drop out again, family sacrifices, and I just decided to start a business, you know. So I just went and did my research, registered with the state of New Jersey, started my construction company, and took it off from there. So
oh my goodness,
I've worked in every field, and while I was doing that, I was a male home health aide, because I'm dabbling in everything. You know? Did that, and then you know, right now I'm working with a few investors who buy properties and actually, you know, communities and rebuild. Yes. So I'm in a community rebuilding project right now in South Jersey / Delaware. And meanwhile I'm doing that, sometimes I'm showing me like Uber. You know, I'm doing Uber driving. And when I'm not, I'm a family man of a wife and 3 kids. Yes. And who are actually grown, because I tell myself, say, may I have them early, so that when if we reach 45, 50, them almost through the door.
I can enjoy yourself.
Early. Some people start the other way around. But I think, you know, I did the right thing. But most importantly, and I cannot stress this enough, what? I couldn't have done any of this without Christ. You understand? Understand. Everywhere, every step that I went through, I was a praying man. You know, I'm not perfect, but I did things. Everybody does. You know, everybody, you know, make mistakes. But from those mistakes, you know, I grew. And I always had Christ as my guide. And I cannot say today that if it wasn't, I can say today, if it wasn't for him and his blessings, let me tell you, all this right as well wasn't possible. You understand? Yes. So back to the movement. I am glad that Donald gave me this platform to showcase my skills. Oh my gosh. And, I think people come for the chicken, you know that. I'm big come for the chicken. Well, for the chicken to because them say, I me come bring me pan and start up the chicken. Get out of control. Now, if you look behind us, you can see 3 pans. You know, started with 1. Oh my gosh. So we want to know some of your favorite stuff back in high school. So who was your favorite teacher back in high school? Let's see. What's that lady name that used to ride a bicycle? To teach English. Miss Braverly. Miss Braverly. Miss Braverly was my favorite teacher.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Miss Romans was nice.
Yes.
Mr. D was more like a father to me.
Okay.
Mr. Dougherty.
And he's coming today too, so hopefully he gets to sit with us.
Yes, but if you want to talk about favorite,
yeah.
Miss Hibbert.
Yes.
She was my mother, my friend, my sister, you name it. I cried with that lady. She helped me transition while I was going through my puberty and all that stuff. Me never get no pep talk from my parents in terms of what to expect or whatever. Miss Hibbert, if you're watching this, Miss Hibbert, I thank you. I thank you for your role in my life. All right.
All right. But what subject? What subjects you didn't like?
My best subject back then was I used to like to draw, and there were times when
TD draw or art?
Me never have no lunch money. That's it. Me never have enough money for lunch, and I draw and me use. I make money.
Yeah, man.
Really?
So
serious.
Sometimes I'll pass some kids class and I know I'm not supposed to enter them class.
Yeah.
But me know say if me make a money,
yeah,
me can eat nice.
Yes.
So I go draw something for them. But I like biology. Only because I had to get back at what Miss Lady name again?
Who did you bio?
Jerry Curls. She had a wart on her face.
Rumbold?
No,
Boyd and a Boyd?
No, man. Rumbold.
The Rumbold?
That's a Joe.
Joe, no. She had a thing. She had a skin growth somewhere. And Jerry Curls.
Miss Richie.
Richie? No, not Miss Richie. Miss Richie was in sports. But anyway, I had to get back at her because she told me that I would never be anyone. I would never amount to be anyone.
I'm glad you don't remember her name.
Yeah, I can't remember her name.
Don't remember her name.
But she told me I wouldn't pass.
Aish.
And when I got my CXC, I got a grade 2. And I was one of 5 people who passed biology in that year.
Ooh.
When I got my CXCs, I got 5 out of 6 subjects. The only one that I failed terribly was math because I did not like it.
That's my favorite.
You know? But I love drawing and I love, I'm an argumentative, I think logically and I like to challenge people and myself. Principles of business, remember that?
Yes.
But the thing I didn't like back then when we were in high school, our subjects weren't designed to fit the careers that we chose.
Yeah.
They always thought of you as doing either business or sciences. And they didn't cater for those who could be the in-between.
Yes.
And I was one of those who could have been the in-between.
Mm-hmm.
But back then, I didn't realize until I became an adult that I'm a procrastinator. I will do just enough to get by in high school. But I could perform so much better than my true potentials could have gotten me. But I just didn't care. And plus I was going through some family issues when I was growing up, so that was a challenge. But Manning's was like therapy, coming to school.
An escape and a therapy.
Yeah. So
favorite memories? What are your favorite things that you love to do or you make you laugh? When you think back, like what pops into your head?
Favorite memories.
About back in the day.
My father sticking up for me when I had to do track and field. When I wanted to do track and field, and my mother didn't want me to participate in any sports. That was a favorite memory when he actually spoke to some people and got me in so that I could stay after school and do track and field. Favorite memories also would be when my mother would come to the high school and look for me, because a lot of people don't know, but I was adopted, and I was raised by a high school principal and a minister. A lot of people know the McCoys, Reverend McCoy, and Mrs. McCoy. So I was raised by them, and my biological mom wasn't really allowed by the state or Jamaican government set it in such a way that they weren't allowed to come anywhere close to where you lived. So she had to come visit me in Savlamar, and I would love the days when I got time off from school to spend the day with her. you know, and she would come and look for me whenever she could. Those were my favorite memories back then. And then representing Mannings in the national stadium.
Boop, boop.
You know?
Yes.
I wasn't the fastest, but I participated. And that was a great thing for me.
So is there anything that you used to believe about yourself that now you look back and you're like, that was bullshit, or that was wrong, or that has changed?
Because of my personality, I knew that within myself, I had the drive, I had the smarts, but I was always told I couldn't do it. And when I was told I couldn't do it, it made me want to do it more.
Yes.
You know? So, to answer your question, there's a lot of things that I because of back in high school, that I challenged myself and I proved that I could do. It molded me into who I am now. That's why I'm the person I am today. So, being an entrepreneur, being a motivator, not being shy in front of the camera, being able to speak without worrying about people's opinions.
Yeah.
Those are the things that when I was growing up, I thought that, you know, I would listen to others' opinions thinking that, okay, they were right.
Yes.
But there was something inside of me that I knew was different.
Yes.
And I always tried and tried and tried.
So I have 3 more questions for you, because I know you have to go back to the grill.
Yes,
and God forbid.
No,
I don't want to
I have some people who help me.
Yeah, all right.
Yes.
What are you most proud of?
In terms of just anything?
Yeah, anything. What are you most proud of that you go back and you're like, you know, damn, that was good?
I'm proud of the fact that I turned lemons into lemonade. You know, just going back to what I just said before, you know, for every time somebody told me I couldn't do something.
Yes.
Yeah. I could elaborate, but it would take me all morning.
What does success mean to you?
Success means to me that, let's see, let me think about this for a second. Success would be, in my opinion, counting not the times that I failed, that I failed,
yeah.
but the times that I tried. I pick myself up.
I like that.
You know?
Yes.
That's what success means to me. For every disappointment, you know? Yes. I tried to say, okay, all right, maybe there's 5 different ways I could have tried it better.
Yes.
You know, and then I always try to put myself in good counsel, good friendship, good people. Surround myself with people who have been there.
Yes.
In my room, okay, there was a wall in my room that had pictures of influential people in my life.
Yes.
Barack Obama.
Yes.
Was one. Michelle Obama. Colin
Powell. Yes.
Which is actually a distant cousin of mine.
Wow.
Let's see. Who was there again? Bill Cosby. Love Bill Cosby. Everybody grew up on Bill Cosby. He was everybody's father. The man he is today and the man I grew up on, you know, is a different meaning for me. You know, let's see. I had a what's the word, mural?
A mural, yes.
Yeah, of positive people.
Yes.
And I go around and I take pictures of houses.
Yes.
That I want to build or live in.
Yes.
And the main one on my wall is Steve Harvey.
Yes.
Mr. Steve Harvey has been one of those guys who...
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Steve Harvey says, you gotta jump. Because if you don't jump, you won't know that you can fly. Because a lot of us don't jump. We have wings and we don't jump. And when we jump, we finally figure out that we can fly.
Yeah.
But a lot of us, we don't know how well we can fly. You know? But the first thing we have to do is jump. And I jumped a few times. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I jumped a few times. So, yes, we have to get back to the grill, sweetheart. So, what's the last question?
The last question is, at the end of your life, how do you want to be remembered?
At the end of my life, I want to be remembered like my father. My father was a very influential person. Not my biological father, but Reverend McCoy, my adopted father. And he left a really good mark on this world in terms of him being a minister. He started, I think it was 14 churches. He didn't start, but he was a minister of 14 churches that all belong to different circuits in the Jamaica Baptist Union. And you know, he was a stalwart in the community. He was a very good man, compassionate, helpful. He was a good preacher, father, and friend to a lot of people. He married people. He christened them. He buried them. He baptized them. He actually baptized me too. And if ever I want to leave this world, I want to leave this world as a person who did great things for people without accolades behind it.
Understood.
I want to be the man behind the seed that nobody knows.
Or the grill.
Yeah, but if I happen to leave this earth,
yeah,
that people will remember. If I go into a room,
yes,
I want everybody to remember me by the time I leave.
Understood.
You understand me? Even if I don't know you for the first time,
yes,
I want to be that person where I'm that infectious for all good reasons. Only because Christ is in me,
yes,
and God's love is in me, and I want to portray His love in me through others and towards others.
Thank you, Crispin.
Yes, dear.
Thank you for doing this.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Link Up. Like our videos and subscribe to our channel. Bye.
Bye. Have a good day.